What's going on? It's your Council Poly Rob. Welcome to the Poly Rob podcast in short form, where I talk about different topics and updates. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sweating. I'm sweating because I just finished watching the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. I just finished watching it. The game is on right now on my TV up here right now. I don't care about the game right now. It looked like a blowout, even though I think the Chiefs is gonna come back. I don't care. Listen to me. That halftime show was fire. Did it live up to the hype? Let's talk about it. Now, everybody had a lot of speculation. There was rumors going out of a particular set list that somebody leaked that had the list of the records. I didn't pay attention to none of it. I didn't even watch no videos that talked about what was on that set list. I just waited until I seen the show. And the game is already like a blowout as of now. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, but as of now, it's a blowout. But then, halftime show is time. So when they're doing like the review of the first half, I can see in the back they got the GNX car on stage. They prepping it. They getting it together. So I'm like, okay, that's fire. He gonna come out with the GNX car. Perfect. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, so he finna really do some GNX records for sure. Man, he must have started when that GNX trunk and the side doors opened up and people just start coming out of it. That was fire, because I remember they used to always say, like, you know, like if you have a bug or if you have like a Camaro or something like that, like you would cram a bunch of people in that vehicle just to go somewhere. You have like 6 or 7 people. It can't even fit that many people, but for some reason you'll put all of that in there. But they extended it. They had damn near like 30 people come out that GNX. So that was fire. Sorry, I'm sweating. Because I was screaming when certain records came on. Matter of fact, let me show you a quick clip of what I was doing when the halftime show was playing. Check it out. Rustin! Let's go! Brother gotta do it! Rustin, brother gotta do it! Turn this TV off! Turn this TV off! Turn this TV off! You see what I was doing? You see what I was doing? Going crazy. Okay, so he came out. Now, I'm a Kendrick fan, but I didn't necessarily recognize the verse that he was rapping when he was rapping on top of the car. So let me know in the comments what song is that from or whatnot. But anyway, he came out. He did a couple of records. He did I'm forgetting, but he did a couple of known records that we love. Of course, the Be Humble, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to do All Right, but he didn't do that. So it was dope. I'm not going to lie. It started off kind of slow because my heart was already racing, and I'm looking for something big to happen early. So it did start off slow. The one thing that I love about Dot is that Dot is not doing no backing track. He's rapping every lyric. So while he's rapping every lyric like he did in a pop-up, you know what I'm saying, there was probably like 2 slip-ups, but I give him that, man. If you're doing a whole 13-minute set and before you did a whole hour and a half set and you rapping your own lyrics, it's your own voice, I'm with that. I would have liked for them to turn his mic up a little bit so we can hear the lyrics a lot more clear, and I think that, you know, he wouldn't have to strain so much, you know what I mean? But all in all, I was still able to hear it. He was doing his thing. You know, he has the element of, you know, his steppers. You know what I'm saying? His steppers was in red, white, and blue. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? When they were on the stairs, it looked like the actual USA flag. You know what I'm saying? So that was fire. I forgot to mention that the voice that you hear is that's doing the narration is Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. And Samuel L. Jackson is actually there. He has the Uncle Sam suit on. And you start to understand, you know, what he's going for. He's going for the concept of what what the governments and what the major companies are trying to get you to do to stay in pocket, and how Kendrick Lamar breaks that narrative and does other things that upset them, but also does things that falls in the pocket at the same time. It's like he's almost like saying you can't control me. Stop trying to control me and let me be the artist that I need to be. He said this one thing when he was standing on top of the car, and I'm going to misquote it, but it was something to the degree of, um, this is the right moment, but you picked the wrong guy. Let's explore that for a minute. Usually when people pick, you know, let's say, the NFL, even before Jay-Z started picking the acts for the Super Bowl, they usually pick safe people. Justin Timberlake, Beyonce, Madonna, Michael Jackson. Prince is in between. He's an exceptional artist, so if he just does his music, that works. But Prince is also rebellious as well. So I would say before Kendrick Lamar, I would say Prince was the most rebellious in a sense of a star that's doing the Super Bowl. Everybody else is pretty much in pocket. Everybody, they do what they do. So Dot says some really, some things that, empowers Black power, says some things that people probably might not like. And as Samuel L. Jackson is saying what he's saying in the narration, it starts to, for me, I start to feel like, oh, he really finna do Not Like Us. He really finna do this record. Because Samuel L. Jackson is talking about, like, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Like he's performing some GNX records, and then Samuel L. Jackson in the narration is saying, no, that's too hardcore. That's too street. That's too ghetto. Why are you doing that? Do something that's a little bit more in pocket, soft, right? So now I'm like, oh, he really finna do Not Like Us for sure. So then he's performing, doing his thing. He does Hey Now, Say Now. He does Squabble Up. You know what I'm saying? Squabble Up. He got the dance moves and everything, doing his thing. I love the fact that he did Squabble Up because, a lot of people that perform at the Super Bowl, whoever gets selected to perform at the Super Bowl, they usually do the records that you know. Dot was like, no, I'm going to do the records that you probably just don't know, the world don't know. But after this show, y'all going to go figure that out. Y'all finna go figure that out. So it's around like Hey Now. He's doing Hey Now. He's performing in these different sets, these sets that look like football fields, the sets that, got an X on it. It's dope. So then he comes to a part where he was like, hey, ladies, and there's 4 ladies that walk up. Now, this is where it gets interesting. 4 ladies walk up. And he say, hey, ladies. And they say, yeah. And you can tell it's like a voiceover with the ladies. They don't have no mics or nothing. But he's like, what y'all want me to do? And they say something to the degree of like, we want you to do what you do. So he raps a couple of bars and kind of says like, I know y'all want me to do Not Like Us, something, 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 something. You know what I mean? And then he switches the tempo and goes right into Luther. If this world were mine, drive it like it. You know what I'm saying? So that was fire because they played like a little piece of Not Like Us, like a little second of it. So everybody roaring, they going crazy. But he switches and goes into Luther, which they appreciate that. Goes into Luther. The sets is changing. It's this whole red, white, and blue thing going on. Kendrick Lamar has blue on. And then when it gets to the hook, all of a sudden out the corner in our own set, you see the beautiful SZA. You see SZA just come out of nowhere. Beautiful as ever, doing her thing, singing her heart out. And for a minute, I was thinking like, is she actually singing or is it like is it a recording? But then I thought, I'm like, you know what? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, even if she's singing for real, I still want it to sound like the record just because I love that record. And she's, performing and doing her thing with the girls in the background. So it don't matter if she was singing or not. It came out fire, and they did that. So right after that, they went right into All the Stars. You know what I'm saying? From the Black Panther soundtracks. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Shout out to Ryan Googler. Amazing movie and amazing soundtrack. They went into that record. Now the crowd going crazy again, going to All the Stars, which was fire. Now the one thing about All the Stars is when you're listening to the lyrics, and once again, Kendrick Lamar is rapping with no backtrack. It's just his voice. That is very hard to do on the biggest stage in the world on TV. He's rapping into the camera, right into the TV at the right moments. He's doing all of that. So I think the replay value of this show is going to be better than watching it the first time. In my opinion, I think the replay value, when people watch it again, they're going to appreciate it a lot more because of his performance, how everything is set up, and there's Easter eggs there. I'm not finna get into the Easter eggs. I'm gonna get to probably like one, but it's crazy. It's crazy. So he's doing All the Stars. Now, All the Stars is a very intricate record, and it's a record that's really motivational to a lot of people, especially athletes. You know what I'm saying? So athletes, like, the moment is here. So that's a real dope record. Everybody enjoyed that. So then after that, he went into, man, I didn't think they was gonna do this record. The man went into Euphoria. He went right into Euphoria and he did a piece of Euphoria. Crazy. Now the funny thing about it is that in my thoughts, I'm thinking he's gonna do Just Not Like Us as far as the diss stuff. He did Euphoria too, and then once he started doing it, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this makes sense because the whole play on the Uncle Sam thing, what we want him to do as opposed to what he actually did. He went against the entire grain. I know a lot of people that's going to be talking about this is going to be like, I did not think that this set was going to go like this. And it actually works in his favor after the fact because it makes you want to go listen to those other songs like Hey Now, like Squabble Up, you know what I'm saying? Like the other diss tracks. It's going to make them go listen to that more. You feel what I'm saying? Then, after he finishes Euphoria, he goes like by and I don't know if it was before it or after it, but he goes by like a little light lamppost. So you know his thing, like he's about the city life. So it's like a lamppost and it's a person sitting on top of the lamppost, and then right under it is Kendrick Lamar, and it's a bunch of, it looks like New Orleans type kids, and they just in there doo-bopping, and he's rapping over that. He rapping over the vocals of them just singing and doo-bopping. That's fire. Now, I don't know what those lyrics are from. I'm assuming it might be from some new music, or it might just be lyrics just for the show. So I'm going to have to break that down another time. But he's doing that. And then, boom, he goes back to Uncle Sam. Samuel L. Jackson says some more things about, okay, this is what I like. I like this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? It's calm. And then he like, now you on the right track. You doing your thing. Just don't do, and then the song Not Like Us come on. Beep, 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 beep. And people go crazy. And he pretty much do most of the first verse. And he does, once again, just like the Grammys, he, like the Grammys put on the part of the song that is the most demeaning to Drake. And right here on the Super Bowl halftime show, they do it again. They put on the part that's the most demeaning to Drake. And when he says, say Drake, he looks in the camera. He looks in the camera. Certified lover boy, certified. And it's a big scream. Ah! What? You know what I'm saying? The one thing, they didn't say pedophile. But that scream was probably even more like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? And then they got all the way to A minor. And once they dropped the beat out on A minor, the whole stadium, A minor. It's over. Greatest diss record of all time. It's over. Halftime show was dope. I feel like the replay value is going to be better than you watching it on the first watch. I want to see what people say in the comments. I literally just got right into my podcast bag and start going for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even watching the game right now. The game is the game. What that? But the one thing that I will say, 3 things before I go. Rapping without the backing track and it's all your vocals is fire. Remembering new lyrics or lyrics that you've probably made just for the halftime show is fire. That's fire. I'm sorry. That's lit. Number 3, you did what everybody said you legally can't do or you shouldn't do morally. He did it. He didn't care. He didn't care. It's crazy. And I want to see how many Easter eggs is there. Oh, I forgot about this before I go. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot. When Not Like Us was playing and he was performing it, Serena Williams was in there crip walking. She was on stage crip walking. Serena Williams was on stage crip walking to Not Like Us. It's over. It's over. It's over. There's nothing they can do. Sorry. I want to know what's y'all thoughts. What did y'all think about the halftime show? Let me know if y'all like it or not, and let me know why. I'm in the comments all day. I'm in the comments. It's real. This is what we need. This is hip-hop. Hip-hop was on the biggest stage today, y'all. Hip-hop was on the biggest stage. Come on, man. What we talking about? What we talking about? Let me know what y'all think, man. This is my first go-around. I might do another blog for it. I might not. But I am very, very satisfied with the halftime show. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. And before I go, I appreciate everybody sending me these cash apps, man. These $2, $3, $4, $10. Y'all, I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you. My cash app is on my videos from now on. And all of that stuff helps. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having to buy new cords. I'll be having to buy hard drives. I'll be having to buy SD cards for the cameras. I'll be having to keep up. I'm trying to keep bringing y'all content. So I really appreciate y'all sending me those cash apps. It really, really means a lot. For real. I appreciate that. My channel was going up, and it's all thanks to y'all. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, for real. Thank you for all the love and support and all the comments and all the subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hit me in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Peace. Workload.